Hello and welcome back to another episode of Don't Call Me Skinny. Got a good Friday no filter coming at you. I like just not having the intro right now, so that's what I'm going with. It doesn't have to be perfect, y'all. Just got to get done, right? It's just I'm just digging it right now. I'm not trying to make it mean anything, so I'm just not doing the intro pieces anymore, just the music. So, hope you guys have had a great week. We are at the very final end here, tail of high school swim, sophomore year for both children. But a wild ride, and I'm so incredibly proud of my kid. He has really ended his season well. Club swim ended last weekend, so that went really well. So really proud of both my kids this year. Really proud just to watch them grow, expand, fail, learn, get back up and go again. So, on Wednesday's episode, I talked about triple constraints. I talked about how you're going to have to sacrifice something or something's going to be a little bit off kilter. And this is why I really don't believe in like hashtag balance, because something will always suffer. Something is always going to not be at 100%. It's not always going to be what you want it to be. And the reason why I think it's really important to talk about is because this is how this is going to be your entire health journey. Okay. What I mean by that is every time that you feel like you're finally making some moves, it's going to come hit you. Life's going to come knock you down. It's going to knock you over. And then you're going to feel like you're almost starting back at square one. Or it's like, man, every single time I get somewhere, something else happens. I have a client who literally is going through this. I shit you not right now. Shout out to my girl T. I'm just going to call her T. So if you're listening, T, I'm thinking about you right now, right? Where life is hard. And it's like every time she gets some momentum and every time she gets some movement, just movement forward. I'm not talking about movement on the scale or movement in anything, just movement forward. And we're like, okay, I got the plan ready. I'm ready to go. And, you know, I made this post the other day, and I often talk about like, we have to have a plan and we have to make plans and all these things, right? And really what we need to do is plan A. Your plan A should be when life is fucking hard. Because the majority of you are living hard fucking lives. Like, this is the reality, is that most of you are not living easy breezy, beautiful cover girl lives, right? We are not Cindy Crawford, okay? We wish, but we're not. Well, maybe some of us don't wish, but in 1994 I did. But anyway, so, side note. I truly believe that we are making plans for when our life is perfect. We are making plans for when everything is hashtag balanced. And that is not how this is going to work. And so even within the process, these triple constraints are going to fucking change. They're going to be off kilter, right? They're going to be offset. When we're really focused on one area is going to suffer. Sometimes we are spent just trying to survive. Okay, maybe the best that I can fucking do right now is literally drink water, and that's all I got, only because I can literally take a water bottle with me anywhere I go, and that's all I have right now to give. I've got no sleep. I've got no this. I don't have access to the food that I need. I don't have access to a gym. I don't have access to a treadmill. I don't have right? And so like, it's like, okay, so what can I do? What can I do? What can I do? Right? That's your plan A. When life is in shit mode, what can I do? That's where your focus is. Now you can have a plan B, a plan C, a plan D, and every plan gets better and better and better when life gets better and better and better. But the likelihood that you're going to be able to stay on plan C for like more than a week or two is probably unlikely. You're probably going to have to go back to fucking plan A. Why? Because life will be lifing. Life's always going to happen and it's going to knock you over and you're like, fuck, now what am I supposed to do? When you only have one plan, and that one plan is when all the stars align, when everything is fucking perfect, guess what's going to happen? You're going to stay stuck because you're never going to get where you need to go, because you're only making a plan for when all the stars fucking align. And the likelihood of that happening is very rare. And even if it does happen, it doesn't stay that way. It is not going to stay that way for very long. Maybe a week, like I said, maybe 2 weeks. And you're like, woo. And then guess what? You're going to get a call. Something's going to happen. You're going to get an email. You're going to get a whatever. And it's going to change. It's all going to change. Some project comes up at work. Something happens at home. Who knows what it could be? Who knows what? Maybe you get sick. Maybe you have to travel you didn't anticipate. Maybe you have a death in the family that you weren't anticipating. That happens often, right? All those things are going to change. All those things are going to happen. And it's, what is your plan for when life doesn't actually go as planned? When life doesn't line up perfectly so you can check off all fucking boxes that you have, because you have all these boxes that you have to check. And obviously you're just doing everything that you need to do when you're checking off the boxes. But how are you going to feel when only one box gets checked? Is that part of your plan? Like, well, today only one box got checked, so that's what I'm doing. That's all I got. That's what I got time for. You have to have that plan in place. If that plan is not in place, you're going to have a problem. You're going to have a really big fucking problem. So you need to figure out what your plan is. You need to figure out what your plan A is when life is a fucking disaster. Worst case scenario, cool. Plan B, a little bit better. Plan C, a little bit better. Plan D, a little bit better. Maybe when your life is fucking shit, it's like, the worst case scenario is I'm going to drink water. That's my plan A. Plan B, worst case, not quite bad, or not quite like worst case, but one level up from worst case. I'm going to make sure that I drink my water and hit my protein. Cool. Plan C. What is one better than that? Right? What can we add into that? That is how this has to work. You have to be willing to make a plan. You have to be willing to let that plan flex and bend and shift and adjust without it meaning anything about who you are, about being a failure, about any of those other things, and knowing like I'm doing the bare minimum that I can, and that is still moving forward. We have to accept those things. So we start our Move into March challenge. This would be a very bare minimum thing. Move your fucking body any way you want. You guys can hop in. Link is in the show notes. We start Monday, March 3rd. Yes, we're already into March, bitches. Yes, we are. Hard to believe. I know. So I will catch you guys on the next episode, and I will see you in Move into March.